The Fashion Week. The Fashion. Yes, welcome back to another episode of the Fashion Week podcast. This is season 9, episode 78, man. And yeah, this is the world's #1 fashion pod.
According to my mother.
Yes, how's your mother, by the way?
Disown you already, bro. You should have messaged her on her birthday.
That's my bad. Happy birthday again. Happy belated birthday again, auntie. This is the podcast where we talk about how and why fashion makes us weak in our knees. Now, just some housekeeping. Okay, if you haven't followed us on Instagram, please do so. It's at the Fashion Week Podcast. That's WEAK. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel. In fact, not that you can. You should. Okay, you fucking should.
And unlike our guests, we don't have TikTok. We should get on that, Arnold. You should be in charge of that. I've seen your TikToks.
Well, okay. Since you already brought up our guest, Lucas, let's waste no more time and let's bring our friend in today. Okay, now this guy, before coming on this podcast, I had a chat with him over WhatsApp, of course. He's got no online presence. Okay, so when I asked him, bro, if I wanted to send an assassin to your house to kill you, I wouldn't know how, okay? Because you have no online presence. I don't know anything about you. So he sent me his resume. Yes, friends. His CV, all right? And this is what I got from his CV. This man is a podcaster. He has one of the most successful podcasts in Malaysia right now. It's called The Comedy Podcast. He's
Damn
the
original,
host
man.
and producer of The Comedy Podcast, top 20 in Spotify podcast charts.
Mm-hmm.
And he's also a TikTok superstar. Let's give it up for Harith Akmal right now, baby.
Hi everyone. Thanks for having me.
Harith Akmal, you are a bit of a ghost. You fly under the radar.
Except on TikTok, yes.
Except on TikTok. Yes, you are a superstar on TikTok. What is your follower count right now, my friend?
Before that, I need to check. Do you go around assassinating people regularly, Arnold? Is that
Just the shitty guess, lah.
You know what, man? Lucas, I've been listening to some episodes, right? You are one funny motherfucker, I swear.
No, I'm just an asshole.
It's damn entertaining listening to you, and I can't wait to be roasted by you today.
I appreciate it.
Yes. Okay. So, all right. Before we, carry on with getting to know you and all that, we need to do a swag check. Okay, you've seen our episodes. You know what this is about. We find out what our guest is wearing from head to toe, or toe to head, however you like it. So, how do you want to start? Top down, bottom up?
Inside out, outside in.
I go from the bottom, and then we worry about the up stuff later. So. But before that, I cut you off earlier, Arnold. I'm sorry. I think last time I checked, it was 73k followers. So for my bottoms, I'm wearing white Uniqlo long pants. I don't know what they're made of. But yeah, they're white and they're not skinnies. They've got a bit of a loose. They're just, the Korean pants that right above the ankle. I don't know what they're called. Yeah, those pants.
All right, the fuckboy pants lah.
Is it? Yes.
No lah. I know what you mean. It's like ankle pants, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
It's white fuckboy pants. I've got a random belt. Okay. This shirt was gifted to me by my uncle. It's off-brand. I've got this. Do you care about watches? Yeah, you do.
Arnold cares.
I've got a Calvin Klein watch and I've got this Peaky Blinders hat.
Yes. So is that a beret or it's not, right? It's what is it called?
I have no idea what it's called, but
milkman hat.
I think beret is one of the ways to describe it. Yes.
Right? Yeah, it's kind of like it's beret-ish lah.
Yeah.
Reverse Samuel L. Jackson.
Okay. All right. Now, before we get to that, we'll come back to the hat. Okay, let's talk about the shirt for a second. Now, you said you got it from an uncle.
Yeah, it was a gift from an uncle.
Okay. All right. Now, do you know where he got it from? Or because it looks kind of Versace-ish. You look very high fashion today.
Yeah, man.
No, I did ask where he got it from, and I said it's off-brand. Off-brand. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So off-brand. All right. We'll get back to your hat now. I noticed that in a lot of your videos. By the way, brother, your Instagram account is private. I don't know.
Yes.
Why would you do that?
Because I don't want kids listening to my most explicit videos.
I mean, they'll just go on Spotify and listen to it anyway. But
actually, no. They block it for under 18.
Oh, really?
They do. Yes. So because I put it on explicit for my anchor feed, so underage kids who make the app know that they're underage, they can't listen to my stuff.
Okay. Well,
What
that's
a wholesome man.
I know. What a responsible human being
I
you
do
are.
not
adult.
want children on my stuff. I'm passionate about that. I scold them regularly on my pod.
Children better not be on your stuff, man. Don't say until like that, huh?
Okay, but
Stop it, huh?
for our listeners who don't know why he doesn't want children on his stuff, we'll get into that a little bit later on, because Harith is he's one of a kind when it comes to the content that he puts out. Okay, so the beret. I noticed that in a lot of your videos you always wear a hat, either a cap or this beret that you're wearing right now. So why? Are you balding or?
No,
what's the
I have a full head of hair and I like my hair, but I think you can relate, Arnold. It's just I like the simplicity of it. I can just put on a hat and not worry about how my hair looks.
Fair enough.
And a lot of people, a lot of my fans happen to like my hat. I get shit for it for sure, but I don't give a damn because
Yeah.
of the benefits it affords me in terms of simplicity. And I kind of like the way it looks. Sometimes I have a bad hair day, so I'm just like, fuck it, put this on. And on TikTok, when people refer to me on other videos, comments, I'm either the podcast guy or the hat guy. So it gives something people to remember me by.
You should
Yeah.
take the hat, go and find some like lookalikes, and then sell it as merch.
There we go.
Yeah.
We'll take 10%.
See, I mean, already an opportunity for us to team up, Harith.
Partnerships.
Just saying.
That's the model can make or not.
That's a Mota can make everything, bro. You got money, you can make everything.
Oh, very good.
Okay, now let's get into your undergarments, you handsome man. What are you rocking under those Uniqlo pants?
I've got some Pierre Cardin boxers. They're blue.
Okay. The best.
Okay.
The best.
Pierre Cardin
Are
holding
you
up those.
guys? Yeah, no, they're not holding anything. The boxers. Are you guys boxers? Are you boxer guys?
I'm a boxer brief guy. You know?
Oh,
I
so
like
it's the one that hugs your leg, is it?
I like the feeling of my leg being hugged and my junk being supported.
I see. You
How
know,
about you, Arnold?
Absolutely the same, man. I'm not trying to get hernia out here, So with boxer briefs, at least when if I need to run away from assassins, then I can without getting a hernia. You know what I mean?
I feel like we're getting really close, guys. I know a lot about you. 7 minutes in. Nice.
Just wait till we invite you into the podcast living room.
Yeah. By the way, you have to come back, okay? So anything else we're missing out? We covered your watch, Calvin Klein watch. You got a very Versace-esque shirt from your uncle. Very nice, okay?
Jewelry?
Any jewelry?
Just the watch
Cock
at the
ring?
moment. I lost my cock ring in my girlfriend.
Poor girl.
Just disappeared. I don't know.
Wow.
I can turn it on with a remote and then she'll vibrate all day. But like when I tell her, can you get it out? She's like, I can't.
I don't want to.
Okay. And that wraps up the swag check. Okay.
That wraps up the entire podcast.
Oh man, Harith. Okay, so let's get into our next segment, which is very important. Of course, a lot of our listeners are wondering, going back to you saying you don't want kids looking at your Instagram feed, watching the content that you're putting out. So we want to know who the hell are you, bro? Okay, now really, really quickly. Now, the comedy podcast. Okay, so just tell us how this started for you, and how. Yeah.
Okay, this is gonna be fun to talk about. I used to have a purely BM podcast. Okay, and I'm not gonna talk much about it, but it got a bit of traction, and I was interviewing all sorts of people purely in BM as a way for me to reconnect with my roots, because I come from international school background. I was losing my language. I wanted to get it back. And it got to the point where I even interviewed a prominent UMNO politician. If you can imagine that. In BM.
Damn.
Yeah, we were talking about local issues, ways to build a nation and all that. After that particular interview, I felt so fake. I'm like, this is not me, man. I want to swear. I want to talk about my old fucked up stories. I want to talk about sinning. I want to yell at the government. Cock rings. Losing my cock rings. Yeah.
In your girlfriend.
In my girlfriend. So I want to say things like that. And I'm most comfortable speaking English. I don't have to be ashamed about it. I can pursue my BM outside of my passions, and I'm doing that now, and I can talk about how I'm doing that later. So around November last year, after running that other Malay podcast for around half a year, I started the comedy podcast. The format is inspired by Bill Burr. He's a stand-up comedian who does a bi-weekly podcast where he just talks into the mic about his day and his thoughts. And I started out with 6 episodes a week, and then it became 5, and now it's 3 because I wanted to focus on quality. 3 episodes a week. I just sit here and talk about my day and talk about the world around me, and it's really fun. The content itself is crude, very, very, very crude comedy with a Malaysian context.
Okay.
Bilingual now. Time to time, I will chuck in BM phrases which my listeners seem to like.
Yeah, for sure.
And Arno will translate for me.
So, yeah, Lucas, he grew up in Singapore, so he speaks no Malay.
Eat shit.
He claims he's from Sarawak, but I don't think so lah.
Hey, don't let me get my blow pipe you, okay?
Wow. Yeah, okay, so to sum it up for your listeners, Harith does very, sort of, political satire, would you say? On, in your...
I do some satire, yeah, but it's mostly rants.
Yeah. Okay. Now, according to the resume that you sent me also, I noticed that you used to intern at a law firm or a few law firms, right?
I didn't intern. I was working at the law firm.
Oh, you're working. So are you a lawyer then? Or are you practicing?
I'm called to the bar, but I'm not a practicing lawyer.
Right. Okay, because I also got some inside info that you used to intern with somebody I know at
Nice. Intern or pupil? Do you
pupillage? Maybe your pupillage.
Yeah,
sorry, I mean I don't know the terminology lah. But
yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah, correct. So Thomas Phillip, does that ring a bell? I mean,
I used to intern with Thomas Phillip. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So there you have it, man. Wow, lawyer. Now, lawyer turned podcast host / producer. How do you feel about that? You don't practice, of course, now?
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I don't do that anymore. It's not for me.
How do you earn money?
I work in my family business, and I'm very financially responsible. I like to think.
Okay.
And the family business sustains me definitely. But I have my dreams. I'm very confident that someday I'll be paid to do this, and I'm just on my journey. I'm not even a year in. I'm very happy with where I've like landed, sort of. So I'm just continuing on this journey.
For sure, man. Yeah. And, power to you. How do your parents feel about you, giving up your law degree to become a comedy podcast host who makes fun of the government?
Bless my father. He's Bangladeshi, my dad.
Right?
Yeah, and you would expect him to be conservative and all that, which in some ways he is, but he really supports me and my choice in how I want to live my life. He allows me to make mistakes, always has, and he's like, okay, son, if you're going to do that, then we're gonna need to make sure that you have something to stand on. We're going to build a family business so that you'll be fine. And then we started and we acquired a company together. So I used my legal experience to help him buy this company that we now run together. And look, I did nothing to deserve that benevolence from my father, but I have it, and I'm very blessed. And it's because I have that I can dedicate so much time and energy into my podcast.
Nice. Okay. Lucas, you wanted to, get into the TikTok thing, man. You just want to dive into it real quick.
TikTok thing? No, man. But literally, the reason why, I told Ann, hey, we got to get this guy on, is because I always see your videos on my For You page.
Nice.
So I'm on TikTok only to scroll the For You page. So I was like, wow, this motherfucker is damn funny, right?
Oh,
so
thanks.
He'd be perfect for the podcast. Arno was like, this bugger's Instagram is private. How the fuck am I going to find him?
Yeah.
Thanks for the CV though.
Yeah, exactly. Thank God for the CV. Thank God for resumes, bro.
Yeah, man.
He's so formal. He sent me PDF some more.
Yeah. No portfolio. Shit.
You know what? If anything, right? If I never get to be a boss in my life, today I felt like a boss lah. Because
get the fucking
because you review your CV, bro. Wow, it's like, should I give this guy a job?
So okay, you said you went from 6 episodes a week, which is fucking nuts, huh? Okay, let's tell the listeners out there, if you all don't know, that's fucking nuts, to 3 episodes a week,
yes.
Which also, listeners, that's also fucking nuts, huh? How? When do you have time to take a dump or do anything? Are you editing your clips and uploading shit all day?
No, I'm very obsessed with the process. So when I started the journey, I was obsessed with how do I output maximize with as little energy as possible. So I became very strict about my routine, even my diet and fitness. I needed my mind to be sharp. So I'm very protective of my sleep. I eat I eat really almost fanatically lah. Only the best things that I can find, except for the chili pan mee once in a while or KFC. uh, and like I'm obsessed about my own fitness as well. I exercise a lot, so that keeps me sharp for work. And I meditate 5 times a day, 12 minutes a pop. So that keeps me. It really helps me focus. I can't.
You meditate 5 times a day.
Correct.
Wow.
This is why you lose your cock ring, bro.
Wait, how do you explain that to me?
It's like, fuck, man. Like, you meditate 5 times a day, you exercise, you eat well, you're living the life, man.
No, I want to know. Do you pray 5 times a day?
I refuse to answer that.
Yeah, there you go.
Astaga.
Okay,
No.
and then the process itself, right? So
Yep.
every day I write comedy for 30 minutes, and I don't care if it's good or bad, I just write. So that is the source of a lot of my content, that exercise itself. And then when it comes to editing, I shut off my phone. I do everything after my day job. I come to this table, I'll record a 30-minute episode, boom, 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 do my editing, post my TikTok, and then go to bed.
You know who you are? You're fucking Kobe Bryant, bro. That's Mamba mentality right there. Okay.
Rest in peace, man. Rest in peace.
Bro.
This
Okay.
fucker's not dead, bro. What are you talking about, Kobe Bryant? Oh.
Shit. Okay. Well, the Mamba mentality is strong with this guy.
This is where we are lacking, bro. Do you know what do we eat? We eat shit. We sleep terribly. We don't meditate.
Yeah.
You
That's
know?
why we got one episode a week, all right?
And we still can't even manage that sometimes.
But look, man, I think what you're doing is really good. Like, talking about writing your comedy for 30 minutes a day, that cannot be an easy task, take us through the process, man. Like, what do you do with the bad jokes? What do you do if something falls flat? How do you deal with that?
Falls flat during the podcast?
I mean, if your jokes don't land, the stuff that you write.
How will he know if they don't land? There's no laugh track, bro.
Because you can see the fucking numbers, Lucas. Okay, or the comments, right?
True.
Engagement.
Yeah, I don't judge my own content. That's something I learned from Gary Vee.
All right.
Where he inspired me a lot to be high performance in terms of my output, right? So he says, don't overthink the stuff you put out and don't judge it. As long as I can see there's something to be laughed at from what I produced, I'll put it out there. But in the 30 minutes, I'll write 10 jokes, and not all of them make it, obviously. And a lot of the jokes also come from whatever's not in the list from the exercise. So I always manage to have something when I come on the mic, no matter what. If I'm really lost, I'll open my Twitter app.
Okay.
And then find something funny on Twitter.
Yeah.
Or Malaysian or Malaysia Kini,
Yeah.
Look for someone to make fun of.
Literally.
What happened, diarrhea?
Do you do stand-up? Have you attempted stand-up?
A few times, yes.
Okay. And how was that?
So I started that journey when I was studying in London. It was mixed. So some days I bombed terribly. Like so bad I want to kill myself. Like that bad. Like I just feel so bad for the audience. Who is this tiny brown guy with a funny accent, confusing accent, going up there and making these terrible jokes? I literally, it felt like I heard crickets. But sometimes I killed. And then I stopped that because I came back. I worked as a pupil for about a year, and I didn't want to do that until I started this podcast journey. And then I've been going regularly to Crack House Comedy Club.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I think that's enough of getting to know you. The rest I can just refer to your CV that I have in PDF format.
We gotta frame that shit up, bro.
Yeah,
I print for you. I have printer.
Okay, Harith Akmal, this is a fashion podcast, so let's change gears really quickly and go back to fashion really quickly, lah. All right. Now, this is Lucas's forte. We need to talk to you about your feet or what you wear on your feet. Lucas, take it away, man.
And why are they slippers? All right, so everybody on this fashion podcast always gets asked the same questions. Are you a sneaker guy?
I'm not a sneaker guy.
Are you a shoe guy?
I'm not a shoe guy.
Do you care what you put on your feet?
I do care what I put on my feet.
Okay. So, what is it? Like, let's just say this wasn't the pandemic. This wasn't stuck at home for like all of eternity. What would be on your daily rotation of what you wear?
So a lot of the times I go to my office, right? And I have these leather shoes that I bought when I was overseas. So it's the leather officey shoes. Officey. Forgive me.
Like dress shoes, lah, right?
Yeah, that's right. Sorry, not a man of culture. But I can't remember the brand, but I remember paying quite a lot for it. And I have a lot of like loafer type shoes, but they cover the sole. So, yes.
Okay. So, I mean, you're not like into sneakers at all. I mean,
I'm not
you don't
into
have...
sneakers, but I got quite a few. Yeah.
Okay. Like, so what do you, I mean, maybe at least you know the brand lah, if you don't know the model, right? So what do you like buying? When you go to the mall to shop for sneakers, where do you go?
Would you get mad if I just said I like blue Adidas? I'm kidding. I've got some NMDs. My brother's a sneakerhead, so he got me into that.
So you are quite cultured then, yeah.
I've got some Timberlands that I never wear. They made much more sense to wear in the UK, but here, when I'm visiting people's houses, it's so mafan to take it off and put it on.
Yeah.
That's why I really like loafers for Malaysia. But if I was in the UK, I'd be wearing my Timberlands quite often.
Right. Okay. And what would you say is the most you've spent ever, okay, on a pair of shoes or sneakers?
Probably $400, I think, on the blue Adidas.
400 like USD or ringgit?
Ringgit, sorry. Ringgit. Yes.
You mentioned
the
earlier-
leather shoes.
Yeah, the leather shoes.
Oh yeah, the Timberlands. Over £100, so
$700 give or take.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And when you say Timberlands, I'm imagining the boots lah, like the
boots,
6-inch
correct.
boot, right?
Yes.
Imagining the Ja Rule boots lah, you know. Baby girl, put it on, man. That one.
Yeah, very New York of you. Okay, so like in terms of footwear wise, are you particular about you say you care, but I mean I think different people have a different sort of like gauge when it comes to how much you care, right? Like let's say for example, if you're going out on a date, do you have specific shoes that you put on? Or
Date shoes.
I care to the extent that I just need them to be shiny and not messy. Does that make sense? But when I'm going on dates, no, I don't wear the dress shoes, but I don't wear slippers. I just wear the loafers. The loafers are quite nice. They are off brand, but they look fashionable, I think. So I would wear those to dates. Yeah.
Okay, nice.
I need to find this brand called Off Brand, man. He's got a lot of shit from Off Brand, man. Looks good.
I know. I mean, they should sponsor us. You know, we mentioned it so many times.
Brought to you by Off Brand.
But I'm glad you brought up shoe shining earlier. Do you shine your own shoes?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, I need to ask you then because I'm gonna sound very uncultured here because I've never shined my own leather shoes.
Are you serious?
Not that I have many to start with. Okay, so now I've got a couple of leather shoes that obviously this pandemic I've never touched them, right? And it's just like dusty and like some are even moldy. So
Yucks!
how do I, if I go on Shopee or Lazada, what like shoe shine brand should I get? And how do I do this?
Oh, I'm not one to advise you on this because I buy off-brand shoe shine.
Off-brand shoes. See? Off-brand. Guys, if you're listening out there, you gotta sponsor us, okay? Off-brand.
No, as in I don't know. I don't even know what the brand is. I just, when I'm grocery shopping, this is for black shoes. I'll just take it. And
Mr. Kiwi, bro. Just get Mr. Kiwi.
Yeah. Mr. Kiwi is one of them.
Straight up. That's on brand, okay? On brand. Mr. Kiwi, you get that. So you don't get the one with the brush, bro. You just get the one with the little sponge thing. And just fake shine. There we go.
Right.
Your shoes don't deserve the wax thing, okay? Your shoes not that expensive.
No, wait. So you just put the wax on the sponge and then you just wax it. Is it?
It's not even a wax. It's like a liquid.
The cleaning thing is already in the sponge.
I see.
Oh, guys, I want to backtrack or something. I do have a pair of 2,000 ringgit leather shoes that I bought when I was overseas.
Conveniently.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot to mention that. It's because I hardly wear them. It's just when I go to balls or like big company meetings, I'll wear that with a tuxedo.
Excuse me, you go to balls?
Yeah.
with your tuxedo
Yeah.
and your leather and your shiny lapels and your tails
Yes.
and your white gloves.
No.
You bougie motherfucker.
No gloves.
Balls. Oh, yes. I'm just heading to the ball, Akmal.
Wow.
Damn. Is it
so-
off brand too?
The shoe?
Yeah.
Probably not. But the brand is like, that's some Italian thing. I don't know what it is.
Okay, some Italian brand lah. Must be expensive. Okay?
Must be expensive.
I'm sure they match your Italian looking shirt as well. So
Oh,
you know,
I think it would match this. Yeah.
yeah, for sure. Okay, really quickly, if the government, this is favorite question. If the government were to send you to live on an island, okay, send you to exile, you're there alone. And we're not talking like a luxury island, not Langkawi or you're there to survive and fend for yourself. You can only bring one pair of shoes with you. Which would those be?
I'd bring the Timberlands because like they're so sturdy. I can kill with it.
Also, because you haven't used them much.
Yes,
Must
that
get the
too.
most out of it. See
Correct.
Chinese boy coming in.
Them expensive.
Yeah.
It hurt paying for those. Yeah.
Get your money's worth.
I can imagine, yeah, actually, right? It's I can imagine if you were alone on an island, you'd just be butt naked and just wearing Timberlands. You know what I mean?
Don't know why you're imagining that, Arnold.
I mean,
It's a little bit awkward.
I'm just saying.
Since he's lost his cock ring as well.
Would finding the cock ring make that image any better?
Yeah, no, it'd be worse. Arnold's like, oh, cock ring.
I was hoping you guys didn't say cock after I said that, but you did. But thanks. Okay. All right. Well, that wraps up sneakers and sneaker talk, man. We really found out a lot about your preferences when it comes to footwear
And other things.
Now, you are quite a popular man, of course, on TikTok and on Instagram, but only to, adults, all 2,500 of them, because your profile is locked. We want to dive into your DMs really quickly, okay? Normally, when we have girls on this podcast, we ask, for creepy messages that guys send them. But because you are as pretty as the girls that we've had on this podcast, we also want to know, what are some creepy messages guys have sent you in your DMs, man?
I've had a guy telling me he likes my armpits a lot and that he's sniffing me from afar.
Sniffing you from afar.
Correct. And
Fucking perverts, guys.
Yeah. And ever since that, I try not to wear sleeveless on my podcast. Because I keep thinking of that one guy.
This is a real story?
No, I'm not lying. I'll send you the receipts later.
Oh,
Wow.
man.
Well, tell us more. I mean, so what other hate? Do you get any hate for the content that you put out?
Yeah, I've got a list. So I had I'll get to the hate, but I had a self-described middle-aged woman. So I don't know how old she was. She just said she was middle-aged.
Yep.
Who invited me for a rendezvous, and I do not want to explain what I mean by that. So I had a gentleman who has a standing offer for me to go on a date with him.
Okay.
Very persistent. So I'm not prepared. I was not prepared for that. In one of my podcasts, I had this complaint that I don't understand what women mean when they say, "Oh, guys, they're so bad at sending dick pics. There's no taste in dick pics. It's just a picture. The lighting's horrible. Why is there no taste?" And I was ranting on my podcast. What the fuck are you talking about?
You want a flower beside the dick or something?
Correct. You want me to get a painter to come? You want me to get an expert photographer, get the expensive lighting, just shine it on my cock and send you that photo, is it? It's a stupid rant. I was just making a joke.
Yeah.
But then one of my listeners caught that episode and was like, "Hey, let me tell you what is a perfect dick pic. Do you want to see?" And I'm like, "Actually, I would like to see that."
No.
And then he sends me this, what is supposed to be a magnificent dick, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
The whole time I'm very uncomfortable, but at the same time, so I guess
Curious?
that's why I was trying not to stare at it too long. If that makes sense.
Cannot make eye contact with the dick hole, right?
Correct. But I guess that falls under the bracket of crazy, right? When it comes, okay, now I can get onto the hate portion. I get a lot of anti-Bangladesh comments because of my background, right? I'm half Bangladeshi.
How do they know that?
Oh, I talk about it all the time on my pod, and I talk about it all the time on my TikTok as well.
Okay, right.
Yeah, and people constantly ask me in the comments, are you Bengali? Are you Malay? And I answer them as often as I can. but a lot of racist stuff that I'm constantly deleting, to be honest.
Mhm.
And then, you know what was my big break, guys? Let me tell you about my big break.
Okay.
I managed to make this person very angry, and with one of my videos, and she is one of those very, how do I put this delicately, opinionated human beings.
You don't need to be delicate on this podcast. We went through this.
No,
Go nuts, man.
it's not for the podcast. It's just my personal ethics. I do not want to just unnecessarily disparage her like that, because like for most intents and purposes, I think very similarly to she, the way she does. It's just
Mhm.
she doesn't mind dragging people's names through the mud. So the TikTok in concern TikTok was, I was making a joke. The title was "Stupid Questions Women Ask," and
Mhm.
I go on a like a rampage lah, just shitting on stupid questions women ask. Subsequently, I posted one stupid questions men ask, but no one gave a shit. Anyway, so that video was posted on Twitter. At that point, I only had 40 followers. And then after the rage that, quote unquote rage, that video garnered, I woke up to 16,000 followers.
What the
Yeah,
hell?
16,000. Yes, it made a lot of people on Twitter angry,
Yeah.
but it helped me find my audience at the same time, you know?
Mhm.
I felt like shit. I was not prepared for this. Like the amount of vitriol and hate that I was receiving for what I deemed to be a harmless joke, right? I didn't mean it, obviously,
Mhm.
but yeah, like it felt like a cancellation storm. But I was like, don't get ahead of yourself. Who are you? You're nobody. You can't get cancelled. So yeah, but I felt a bit depressed. But then when I discovered, hey, actually now I have my audience and they're actually reacting to the stuff. Like
Yeah.
that was the silver lining. I was really happy that I found them.
Now you know
Yeah.
what people want to see, lah, right?
Yeah, more or less. Yeah, yeah.
Do you feel it's really difficult to be a comedian these days? You know, everyone talks about the era of the snowflake. Everyone's getting very offended by everything. Do you think it's difficult being a comedian, especially touching the topics that you do, and also like, you know, with the uncensored and raw nature that you have
Yes.
of your podcast?
It's a very delicate balancing act, because I think there's value to being sensitive and considerate. That's why at the beginning of all my podcast episodes, there's an explicit warning. I say this is an explicit podcast.
Mhm.
If you're very woke or if you're very religious, this
Mhm.
podcast is not for you. Listener discretion is advised. Time to time, I'm like, underage fucks, get out of here, right? So context is very important. That's why on TikTok, I never post my most horrible shit. I mean, by horrible, I mean the most explicit stuff. What I'm really like, the TikTok stuff is a really watered down version,
Yeah.
right? So being sensitive to context is important. I think you want to create your space where you create your kind of comedy. And if you're releasing your stuff in a very public domain, I think it's up you need to be responsible. Like stuff on TikTok, you know, stuff on Instagram, if your page is public, if you happen to post on Twitter, you're gonna, like, look, let's say you make a joke about rape, for example. All right. In some contexts, you know, that might work, but you need to understand that in the world at large, you know, if someone who was raped listens to your content, you might trigger something very unpleasant inside them.
Mhm.
And for me, that's very, very unethical. So when I'm doing a stand up comedy gig, for example, right, I will definitely stay away from that kind of joke.
Yeah.
Anything that's sort of in the public domain where it's not my space. So the podcast is my space. In the beginning, I say, assume every trigger warning before you continue. So that means I make it clear. If you have any sort of traumas that makes it very hard for you to live like a day-to-day life, then you can't listen to my podcast. So if, like, I think this is an important conversation you brought up, actually, Luke. People constantly complain that, oh, everyone's so sensitive, everyone's so sensitive. I actually don't have that viewpoint. I just think it's all about creating spaces.
What a genuine human being. What a lovely young man.
What I want to know now is where your dick pics, where can we see those? You know what I mean?
And what do you do with that grandiose dick pic?
Yeah.
You didn't even finish that sentence.
I think the guy who sent you his, grandiose, like
he's looking, he's like, what about my dick pic? You
Where's
didn't
my
talk about it."
reply? Yeah.
Yeah.
I
You
just
blue
said-
ticked me after that.
No, I just said thank you for illuminating, for enlightening me.
My inbox.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
See?
Yeah.
This podcast, we can go from serious topics to dick pics. Bam!
In an
just like that.
instant.
You just don't know.
Yeah.
Exactly. Maybe we should put out disclaimers, Lucas.
I know, right?
You know what I mean?
record lah. You got a radio voice.
Fucking disclaimers, bro. Hey, if you don't like talking about dicks and vaginas, then maybe you shouldn't listen to this podcast. no lah.
Inspired by Harith for sure.
Yeah. Okay, man. Wow. That was very real, man. I think that's something everybody, all content creators, can take a page out of your book from.
I agree.
Yeah, I think definitely some insight there, bro. We move on to the next segment right now, which is called Arasuka.
Arasuka.
Now, I'm sure you know by now we ask very stupid questions. We're not the smartest gentlemen on the planet.
We are quite stupid lah.
Yeah. So let's take out our phones right now and we need to go through our Grab food lists because we got a few categories for this segment. We want to know what you're liking and disliking in your life these days, right? So we start with Grab food or food delivery and we're going through some of your orders and we'll see what you ordered, your last 5 orders.
Okay.
Okay, Lucas, you can go first as
All right.
usual.
Oh, he's
I'm still here, by the way. So please,
Okay.
I'm using my phone as my camera.
Oh, see, Arnold, we didn't research this. The 3 dots.
sorry.
Oh, never mind. Okay, so I had Tasty Porridge SS2, which is pretty good. I love it. I had SRK Noodle House because I wanted some Sarawakian food. I
Yes,
love
sir.
it. Yes. Then I had La Juiceria because I felt bad for my life and I
Okay.
had something healthy. But that being said, I actually had the Impossible Burger, that the plant-based burger that they have, which is a collab with my burger lab, Randy, shout out.
Uh-huh.
It was pretty good.
Okay.
I must say it was pretty good. This plant-based stuff, not bad.
Yep.
Doesn't taste like meat. It has that you can taste something off that it's not a beef burger.
So,
But it's not terrible, dude.
so what is the patty made of?
Some plants, man, like plants and plants, children of plants, probably mushrooms, probably like some xanthian gum or something. But yeah,
Brinjal.
it's not bad.
Okay.
I would say give it a try. It's not bad. And then last night, because I was hungry, I had snowflake. Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
Double
man.
bestseller black.
Extra taro balls, all bro.
God damn right. Balls in my mouth.
We don't get more Chinese than this. Okay. Harith, what about you, man? What's on your Grab food list?
All right, let me pull it up. I got XXL Mala Hot Pot from Kuchai Lama.
Wow.
I got Hot Pot Kitchen from Mid Valley. There's a trend.
It's fucker like hot pot.
I got Banana Bro, which is banana leaf rice. That was for my girlfriend, actually.
Yeah.
Gongcha also for my girlfriend. And Jojo Little Kitchen. It's the chili pan mee.
Yeah, Jojo. Hell yeah.
Okay.
Why do you like your asshole to be on fire? Actually, I want to know.
Okay, but no, the Jojo's is good though. Like I think
It is.
we've talked about this before. So would you say Jojo's is your go-to chili pan mee place?
Oh, this is a hard question for me. It elicits a lot of emotions because I feel like Super Kitchen was my first one and I'm so in love with it. But Jojo
love
is
it.
like so exciting and it's hard. I don't want to answer this, man.
That's why Muslims have 4 wives, bro. Bro, you got Jojo, you got Chili, you got Super Kitchen, you got Kin Kin.
Oh my god, I tried Kin Kin the other day. It was so good as well. I like all of them. I don't want to choose my favorite. I can't.
That's why. 4 wives, bro.
Yeah,
It's all about variety, right? Having the option,
That's
My
right.
Team
God.
Super Kitchen, by the way.
that's right.
Team Super Kitchen. I'm Jojo's all the way. Yeah. But anyway, okay. My list is I have limb fried chicken.
Oh, goddamn right.
Limb fried chicken. So good. Okay,
Yummy.
it's literally it's prison food lah. I don't know why it's so good, but it's rice with a piece of fried chicken, some curry, and cabbage. It's literally chokam food. Okay, but
It's so good.
we also had this place, the Damansara Uptown Hokkien Mee. I mentioned this last week as well.
Man.
We ordered it again. It's really good. It's really
You
good.
ordered it again.
Yeah, it's really good, man.
This is why we are so fat and
You know, it's the pandemic, bro. By the way, the moss just came on. Anyway, I hope you cannot hear it. I also had McDonald's. Actually, quite basic my list this week. Nothing crazy. Because I just don't like waiting very long. So yeah, I just ordered from the same places around the area.
I'm fucking sick of Grab food, bro. I'll be honest with you. I'm so sick of Grab food.
What do you want? You prefer dining in, is it?
Yeah, I do.
same,
I prefer going out and I'm so sick of washing shit or throwing shit away. I'm like, oh my god, I'm using the same fucking plates over and over again because I don't want to put them away because I know I'm going to be using them the next day. So yeah, I can't stand it. I can't wait to dine in again, man. Sorry. Okay, sorry guys, what's the first place you guys will go to dine in? Like when everything's open, what's the first place? Arnold, what's the first place you want to go to?
Harith, you go first. You put me on a spot, bro. I need to think.
Have you been to Malacca? There's this tower in Malacca with a restaurant on top where you can
Okay, let's not get ahead of ourselves, okay? cannot go
interstate.
past the state borders, okay? No interstate, but you can dine in, okay? Fuck Malacca all.
Yeah, let's start with around your area.
Penang, I'm going to go Penang, man.
Nothing beats some fresh mala hot pot that you get there. That's really nice.
All right.
I like that.
Yeah. Okay.
What's your favorite mala hot pot place then?
There's one in Sripataling. I think it's called Super King. Yeah.
Sure, you're not Chinese, bro.
Oh, I get that comment a lot from my friends. Most of my friends happen to be Chinese because I grew up around them. Yeah, that's why I have this taste in food.
Sri Petaling actually has a lot of hot pot places, man. It's like there's a lot, right?
It's like a shitty Telawi, Sri Petaling, this area.
Yeah.
There's a lot of bars.
Nothing is shittier than Telawi now, man. Sorry. Telawi is absolute dog shit right now.
Yeah. And
it's gone to hell, man.
And it's got nothing to do with race.
No, nothing to do with race. Nothing to do with race.
No.
I'm dying.
No, it's just it's the rats.
It's just the rats. Pastel Moda closed down there, fuck. Nothing to do with race. Guys.
Okay.
Dude.
But no, for me, I think banana leaf, man. Eating, having banana leaf at home it's nothing compared to being
That's
there.
right.
Yeah, man.
right.
Anne cannot flood your shit with the curries and all.
Exactly.
What's your favorite banana leaf spot, Arnold?
There's a few. I always go to. I like Davy's Corner in Bangsa in Telawi. See, okay. Davy's Corner because they got the crab curry. But there's also this place in Old Town PJ that I recently went to. But they had some scandal.
Recently went to?
Not recently.
Naughty,
I mean before the MCO. It's called something on wheels. Masala on wheels, I think it's called.
That's okay.
Yeah, but anyway, I only been there once. It was not packed and the food's really good. But recently they had some scandal and it came out in
what scandal?
Yeah, what kind of scandal? Is it sex scandal?
Sex on the curry or what?
If I mean, don't quote me on this, but if I remember correctly, it's about staff abusing or something like that. Yeah, something
abusive. Abusing the staff.
Abusing the staff or something. Yeah,
okay. I'm definitely going to go for sushi, bro. I want me some omakase. Hell yeah. Probably going to go for Oribe or something straight up, man. I really miss having good food.
You're a high class fucker, huh?
Yeah, sushi. Highest of high, man. Bougie, man. Nobody's going to fucking grab food some fucking sushi to you.
No.
What, you going to grab food sushi king? Fuck you. Have your kani sticks.
Wow, you are really a high class fucker, I know.
No, but I do miss just sitting there and just chilling 2.5 hours. You just eat the sushi and it's you can't really replace that with anything.
Tomorrow you go to Village Grocer, they got sushi there. So,
I'll buy the expiring one, the half price one. I send to you, okay?
At 9 o'clock, wow, everything's cheap.
Cannot close at 8.
Okay, Harith. Now we move on to the next category, which is streaming services. What are you watching on Netflix, Amazon Prime, Apple TV, HBO Go, Disney Plus? Now there's just Astro Go. What are you watching, man?
I watched Vikings recently. I love that show. My dad's really into it now. I saw this Thai show. Can't remember what it was called, but it's like a bunch of con artists
It's called The Con Artist.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one.
I told you, Arnold, you should watch that shit.
Yeah, I watched it with my girlfriend. We love it. We loved it, and they're so
You hear
cute,
that?
man. Thai people are good looking. At least the actors and actresses are
Oh
You
yeah.
looking at the actor or the actress?
both.
Okay,
Honestly,
very good.
yeah, both.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What
It's a
else?
good show.
What else are you watching? Are you only on Netflix?
No, I've got Disney Plus. I've got Amazon Prime. I've got HBO. Yeah.
Like,
Family Guy. I watch that quite regularly.
okay.
I watched this Netflix documentary about dictators. I think it's just called Dictators.
Dictators, yeah.
Yeah, really good, very interesting.
It's not it's not how to be a tyrant.
Yeah, How to Be a
that's the
Tyrant.
one.
Yeah,
How to be a tyrant. Oh, you saw
Yeah.
that too? Yeah, it's very interesting.
Very good. I only made it to like episode 3, I think. So I'm not done yet.
You know, the narrator is the guy from Game of Thrones,
Peter Dinklage.
Yeah, his voice sounds so good.
So good, right?
Yeah, oh,
I know.
man.
And just the wit that he has is just so anyway, okay, Disney Plus, were you not on that Loki train?
What Loki train? Oh, Loki.
Loki,
I haven't seen. No, to be honest, guys, I don't have so much time to watch. So every time I watch is just so that I can spend some time with my girlfriend, who I haven't seen in almost 2 months, by the way, because she lives like more than 10 km away. It's just irresponsible to see her now.
Yeah.
So any streaming I watch, like, I got all these stuff, so I have like variety for our date nights together.
Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah,
Wow.
So what's a date night for you like
pre or post pandemic?
right now?
Right now, so every night
Dick pics and Netflix or
I just Shopee her a cock ring every week. And,
Oh, I really
no.
hope she doesn't listen to this or
no, I
watch this.
hope she does. She, as bad as you
you need
think,
to find those damn cock rings.
Yes. Can get her X-ray. Anyway, a typical date night now is we watch a movie and we just talk for hours. Previously, we'd play chess together online. It's fun.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
This motherfucker's damn wholesome, right? His content is so chibai, but he's so damn wholesome. What the fuck is wrong with you?
It's
Chess lah, movies lah.
some Jekyll and Hyde shit going on here,
I
brother.
know, right? God damn,
No, it
man.
really is. I feel like the podcast is the place where I release it all out, if that makes sense.
Okay.
And I don't make a secret out of this. I used to live a very, in my opinion, like fuckboy lifestyle that I don't know if I regret or not, because it led me to become the person I am today, who I love. I love who I am now. But previously, I would just live this kind of life. Let's just call it sinful in every way, religious, ethical. And I feel like I'm making amends now, lah. And one of the ways I'm making amends is by being the best possible person for my current partner.
Wow.
What a motherfucker, man. Spoiling market. What a bitch.
It's okay, lah. No women listen to this podcast anymore.
Yeah, man.
guys.
No. Only 6 of you, right?
So, I mean, who are you preaching to, my friend?
Yeah, man. You know, man. Shit.
Preaching to
But yeah, that's really nice of you, you bastard.
yeah. Lucas, what have you been watching?
I recently changed client. I recently changed agency, so I've had to like do some research. So recently, I watched a lot of trailers, lah. Okay, Arno.
Okay.
I watched a trailer for the Suicide Squad.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? This is so much better than the original movie. And I can't wait to watch it. But I realized we can't fucking watch it
Yeah.
unless we download and pirate the shit out of it.
For sure, it's James Gunn. That's why it's going to be a lot better than the
really
first
good.
one. Yeah.
Written really well, according to the trailer. Lah.
Yeah.
Also, I watched the trailer for Cruella.
Yeah, Emma Stone.
And it's good. And it's really good. I'm going to go and find a legit source or torrent the shit out of it. Alternatively, I actually signed up for HBO Go after so long of you telling me to.
Yep.
Just so that producer can watch freaking Gossip Girl.
Which is terrible.
It's fucking trash, bro. It's such a trash show, dude.
Yeah.
Other than that, I haven't been watching much lah. Change job and all. So yeah.
Are you guys fans of the Fast and Furious series?
I downloaded F9 lah. I haven't watched it yet.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you said you downloaded it. I don't want to be the only pirate here. So I streamed that shit over the weekend. F9. Oh my God. It is a pile of shit. It's fucking bad, okay?
What do you expect? Emmy nominated, is it? Oscar-worthy performances, is it?
Fucking bad. Now, I mean, for those of you who are listening, of course, we don't normally do movie reviews here, but since we're talking about it, John Cena is in it. Spoiler alert! If you haven't seen the fucking trailer, John Cena is Dominic Toretto's suddenly his brother, his long lost brother. You know
What the fuck?
Yeah,
Family, you know?
yeah. And the amount of times they say that every time you take a shot. You can get drunk, bro, by the end of the movie.
Well, I'm fucking twice and I'm drunk. I'm a lightweight, bro. Chinese boy.
But it's bad lah.
Is this the movie where John Cena got into that controversy where he said the T word?
Oh, what is the T word? I didn't read about that.
Tyrannosaurus? God damn.
No. So John Cena got in trouble recently for promoting a movie. I don't know which movie. I'm guessing it's this movie. But he said it would be available in Taiwan first. And then when he said that, the China got epically angry. And
China cancelled his ass.
they tried to until he capitulated and recorded an apology in very fluent Mandarin. Apparently, he speaks perfect Mandarin.
No. He speaks fluent Mandarin. It's
Yeah.
much better than mine.
Hey, it's in his fucking name, John Cena, lah, bro. Come on, fucking day. Okay. By the way, have you seen the meme, the John Cena meme?
No, I haven't.
Oh, it's fucking great, man. Just go Google it. But anyway, but yeah, F9. I don't recommend it at all. But yeah, man. So
Olympics? You guys watch or not? Olympics?
I watched some, yeah.
yeah,
What do you watch? Synchronized swimming or?
Badminton, Li Zijia.
Okay lah. I mean, the normal ones. Congratulations, Li Zijia.
Yes.
Sorry that you didn't win.
yeah. Well, I mean, at least
You did
our doubles got a bronze medal, so
Not bad.
not too bad. Not too
At
bad.
least got medal, man.
Yeah, correct. Okay, cool. That wraps up Ada Suka Tada Suka. We dive very, very deep today into what we're watching these days. Now, the next segment is called You Can't Do It with No Do It. Now, this is where we talk about money and the other sex. Okay. Now, we know that the other sex, meaning you have a girlfriend already, so we'll get to that later on. Now, we need to start with the money portion of this.
So how much money do you make every month after taxes? Don't give me the exact number. Give me a ballpark figure, because don't think that we are here being nosy and we want to know your private life. We don't. We really don't care about your private life. It's those people out there, those little fashion weaklings who think, fuck, I want to be a podcaster who is also in a family business wearing a cool off-brand cap, off-brand baju. I want to be there. I wonder how much Harith makes. Go.
Okay. So from the family business, I can comfortably say I earn 4 figures.
High 4, low 4.
Mid 4
Mid-four,
figures, but it should be higher. It's because it's based on the business, right?
Yep.
We're in education, and recruitment at this time is really rough. But
Yep.
I'm doing my best. We're cleaning up house, preparing for things to open if it ever does. We can get into that if you want, guys. But yeah, if it ever does, I'm hopeful. I'm ambitious. I'm trying really hard to get into the 5 figures. Like I'm pushing really hard. That's the family business side.
Mhm.
And so for the podcast itself, guys, if you want to be a podcaster, just be prepared to make no money for a long time.
Zero money.
Yes.
I agree.
Yes. Now,
Preach.
like where we are in this industry in Malaysia, we are years behind USA. So like if you want to do podcasting now, it only makes sense if you are preparing for a potential gold mine in the future that may or may not come. I'm just referencing the fact that Joe Rogan got 100 million, but even Call Her Daddy got 60 million, and then you're just hearing about all these deals. A lot of people with seemingly not that big numbers of audience, like you can get a full-time income from just 10K per episode apparently over there. We're just not there yet. So if you want to do podcasting, it only makes sense if you just love what you're doing. But other than that, I can make money on TikTok. Yeah, I can. People offer me brand deals all the time, but I'm at the moment I can charge between 500 and 2,000 per post. It's not much, to be honest. And the only reason I can't charge high is because for some reason a lot of these agencies, they want your Instagram to have a high follower number as well. Does that make sense? So
yeah.
So it's like if on TikTok, if you want their benchmark for like the premium, it's like 50K.
Mm.
And I'm way past that. 50K followers, I mean, but
Yep.
you also need 20K Instagram followers. So
Right.
so I can't charge premium rates just yet.
So
And
it's time you buy some followers, man.
that's one of the ways to do it, but I don't feel nice about that lah. So
Yeah.
but I'm not gonna open my Instagram. I just don't care. Like it's gonna grow slowly because kids can't watch my stuff. I just can't let it. But at this time, I'm not monetizing much on anything I do because look, this might sound wishy-washy, but I don't feel moved to do it. Yeah, and decisions I make, right? Look, I'm not superstitious or whatever, but feelings are very important to me. And the moment something just tells me I just need to grow my audience, make my content, and if I accept any deals, like I'll just do it very sparingly. And then when I feel like the time is ready, then I'll take on more.
Yeah.
What a sensitive new age man.
I mean, no, I mean to each his own, right? And I think but my question is, do you think we'll ever get there in terms of podcasting in Malaysia, getting to the standard of where the States is right now?
Yep.
And by the way, Call Her Daddy is shit now without Sophia Franklin. I just want to put it out there.
Oh.
And they're getting paid 60 grand for Alexandra Cooper's tits.
Mil.
Really, yeah. Oh, mil, 60 mil, whatever, right? Yeah.
60 grand. Chump change, Arnold. Come on.
Yeah. So, do you think we'll ever get there?
I think there's a good chance, but it doesn't depend on the market. I think it depends on the creators.
Mm-hmm.
People think like, oh, we're gonna end up like that country soon because that's how it works, right? We catch up, but that only works if we put out the stuff that's more or less worth that money.
Yep.
Yeah, so I think we can get there, but it's up to people like you and me to put out the best stuff that can gather an audience. You know, it could happen tomorrow. The question is, are we good enough? That's what I think.
I think it's up to you, lah. We have only 1,000 followers, lah, bro. I don't know about what you're talking about, bro.
Yes,
maybe up to you, lah.
We will modestly say it's up to you, my friend.
It's up to you.
Yeah. So keep doing what you're doing, and let's drive this little vehicle back into fashion really quickly. Okay. So now we talked about the money that you make from your family business and also whatnot. How much of that money do you spend on fashion every month, man? On like swag and clothes?
Hardly anything, to be honest, because I think I go shopping just once a year for clothes. My family gives me a lot of clothes without me asking, whether it be my father, my father's friends, my uncles from Bangladesh. I just get lots of clothes that I kind of like. So shopping once a year. During that once a year, I might spend between 5,000 to 10,000.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
That's a flex right there.
You're telling me that you only own one of those berets? I mean,
This one, I only own one. I'm I'm in the market for more though.
Okay.
Does it smell or, you know?
I wash it. I sell it.
okay.
Now, if we're ever going to get you a gift, now we know what to get you.
Thank you.
Different color beret. Maybe white to match his pants.
Peaky fucking blinders. All right. What would you say then is the most? We talked about shoes just now. How much you've spent on shoes, right? What's the most you've ever spent on a single piece of clothing? It could be anywhere from a shirt, underwear,
shoes,
whatever.
Rolex, cock ring, you know.
That's fashionable. Yeah.
Yeah.
The 2,000 ringgit shoes by far, I think. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Are you the type? Would you say? Are you a frugal man? Would you say? Like,
No. I just don't happen to spend a lot. It's just that I don't have the desire to live luxuriously. But when I find something I love, like this mic, at the time, pandemic business was bad. I didn't think too much about it. I loved it. I wanted to podcast, so I wanted to buy the best thing I could afford. So no, I splurge for the things I like, if that makes sense. I don't think I'm frugal. I like to think I'm responsible.
Wow. My God. Kids.
What a bastard.
Kids, take note, huh? Kids, this is the man that you should grow up to be. This
Not me and Arnold for sure.
No.
Look at us washed up motherfuckers.
We love consumerism. And,
so that being said, right, every guy has his one thing that he loves to either pour money into, collect or something. People have shoes, watches, cars, women. What's yours? Is it technology? What do you like to pour your money into?
It's dates.
Experiences.
Dates with my girlfriend. I like like driving somewhere nice in a nice resort and eating. She's a foodie, and then I love feeding her really nice food. I'm sure stuff like that isn't cheap,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and I don't want. I mean, I could spend on other stuff. Like, for example, I really like vaping, and I like
Mhm.
trying juices, buying different mods, that kind of thing.
Yep.
I like nice phones. I mean, I have a nice iPhone here, but other
Mhm.
than that, I don't spend on. I think dates. Just
Perfect segue, because one of our questions is, what is a first date like with you, Harith?
I'm very generally bad at first impressions. So allow me to be frank. I have like a opposite brother, right? He's really good at the first date lay. I don't know how he does it. It's just a foreign world to me. I don't know how you do that. But me, I like the first date is normally a lot of uncomfortable silences, I think.
Mm.
And a lot of the first dates drop off. But if I can get you on the second date, there's a really high chance you'll start liking me, I think. And that's just not me being cocky. I'm just telling you like my past. Yeah. Does that answer your question? Sorry. Yeah.
Where are you taking the girl though? Where's Harith taking me on a first date if I were to jump into his car?
Which of the Ferraris are you taking out?
I like enjoying beverages. Let me put that delicately. Enjoying beverages after dinner.
Delicious Milo ice. Love it.
Yes. In a nice place in Talawi, probably the second floor places.
Where the fights don't happen. Hey, this is not racial.
Hey, this is not about race.
not about race.
Not about race. No stabbings no stabbings occur on the second floor.
Exactly.
Do you know that?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're secured by the balcony and all that.
Yeah,
so
I know.
It's fine. Yeah. Okay. So going back to the other sex, of course, is what we're talking about. Now, when you go out with a girl, Harith, is what she's wearing important to you? Does it matter at all to you?
It's all about the person inside. No, I'm joking. Of course, it matters to me. So far as she makes the effort to look presentable, I don't want a supermodel red carpet style lady. I don't need that. But I like respectable. How do you carry yourself?
Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe you can describe what you like your woman to be wearing, on a first date. What screams out, "Hi, Harith, I'm interested."
I can
Preferably
tell you,
not cock ring lah.
I could.
Preferably lah.
I can tell you what my girlfriend wore on her first date. It was like a blue-green sort of bodycon dress.
Mm-hmm.
Then she had a nice necklace, really nice straight hair, and then she purposely she walked in front of me up the stairs, and it just hugged her body in such a inviting way. Yeah, and then she had heels. Yeah, I like a nice dress because I'm normally taking women to the second floor places for the first date, right?
Yeah.
So
Where there's no parangs flying around.
No stabbings.
Are we having the same conversation now? I'm not sure at this point.
Okay.
Wait. I don't understand the parang thing.
No, second floor places in Telawi means no parangs flying around lah. Because only downstairs got parangs
Only
flying.
downstairs
I
in the
understand,
roadside.
I understand.
See, he's so pure of heart, lah. No, pure of heart. Okay, Harith, on your bio, it says, I tackle dating questions. And we have one from our very important, I use the term friend loosely, Chi Seng. Okay, so Chi Seng, he is everywhere. Everyone is just Chi Seng. Chi Seng is everyone, all right? So we have put him through everything, and we've taught him how to dance. We have taught him how to twerk. We've taught him how to take dick pics, actually. We actually had somebody teaching how to take dick pics. So he has a question for you. All right? So, Harith, Chi Seng wants to know, how do I escape sunat if I want to marry my Malay girlfriend?
Oh, wow.
Because, we taught him how to get girls and dance. He must have hooked a nice Malay girl. So now he wants to marry her. But he doesn't want to cut off the tip of his cock. So how?
Okay, this is the realistic answer. You need to do your research on this religion, and what you'll find is, and you quote the damn thing to her. It's not wajib, meaning it's not obligate. It's not 100% needed. It's not like, what's the word I'm looking for? Compulsory is the word. Sorry, guys. Yeah,
Right.
It's not compulsory. It's like a nice thing to do. That it's like a virtue. Yeah, yeah, very simple.
Okay, so he can keep his hoodie lah.
If he
right?
wants,
If he wants to.
yeah, if he wants. But
Can he eat babi on the down low? He just won't get pahala, right?
he will. That would be sinning as far as I know. Do I come across as some kind of ustad to you? I just no, but hey, I can answer this one. It's fun. So, I use my legal training to scour the internet for the laws. Right? Can a Malay eat babi in this country? And the conclusion I've come to is there's nothing stopping me from eating babi, but it's illegal for me to drink alcohol.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yes.
Right.
I didn't know that, man. Do you know that, Arnold?
I mean, yeah.
I mean, legally.
I didn't know about the pork part, but wow, that's insightful, man.
Well, I didn't know about cutting the cock part, I didn't know that it's just not a compulsory thing. I thought it's a compulsory thing.
No, it's sunat. I mean, what that means is it literally means like it's good if you do it.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so it means it's good if you do it. So Chiseng, if you want to marry your Malay girlfriend, go ahead. You don't have to cut off a bit of dick.
Yeah. There you go.
I'm curious. Wait, is this a real name, by the way?
No.
Okay. Is he gonna give up the things he can consume and anal sex?
What, him receiving it or, him giving it?
Both. He can't
Two
do
different
that.
things.
He can't do that anymore.
Okay.
It's
Well,
not gay if dicks don't touch, man.
okay. And this is where we start to wrap things up. All right. Somebody needs to call it before this gets crazy. All right, guys.
That's for the episode in the podcast living room. That one is going to be a banger.
Fuck,
Okay?
man, we should have a Patreon paywall, bro. Like,
Hey, fuck Patreon, OnlyFans straight up, bro. Would you do an OnlyFans just for the worst content that you will ever put out? Would you do an OnlyFans?
No, it's him. Sorry.
no, go. You.
okay.
You're the vulgar one.
No, I think about that all the time. A Patreon where, let's say, I do 3 episodes a week. One of them will be like really unfiltered.
Yep.
But I'm not there yet. I'm not the numbers wise. Doesn't make sense.
Okay. Well, let us know. We'll be happy to contribute. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
You guys will be first on the list.
We got you, bro. Okay,
Yep,
look, let's quickly wrap this up. Harith, thank you so much for joining us today. I mean, it was really fun getting to know you, and we should definitely do this again in person.
Yeah, man.
I'd like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, and
Saves
yeah.
you talking to yourself all the time, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Now, normally before we go around the table and we talk about our latest cop. What was the most unnecessary thing you spent money on this week? Okay, so Lucas, you want to go first?
Bro, I bought 2 things, okay? Two groups of things on Shopee, okay? One is very responsible.
Yeah.
And one is very irresponsible, okay? So the very responsible one is I bought a new pipe for my washing machine because the old one was leaking. So I had to replace that. I had to replace the tap also because it was all rusted through.
Yeah.
So I did all the plumbing work and all that, and I replaced that. It doesn't drip now, and I can wash my clothes. Okay, so that's the responsible one.
Handy
Right?
man. Yeah.
The irresponsible one is I spent $600 on plants. on two plants,
Why'd you do that?
which are this small, about this small.
What was the
Wow.
thought process? It
All right.
looks nice. I
It
want
looks
it.
dope, dude. It looks fucking dope as hell. All right, when you come, right, we are probably gonna have our second studio ready. Okay, so we will welcome you into second studio, and I'm gonna have my 2 expensive plants there. All right, it's actually for those planty people you'll know. It's called a Pachypodium brevicole, and it is like a kind of a succulent.
Mm-hmm.
It looks dope because it looks weird. It's like a mini tree with thorns and crazy leaves, and there's another one which is like a round fat bulb, and it's just 2 long branches. So I got 2 plants, and it cost me $600.
Damn. My God. I need to be a copywriter, man. Make that money,
Man, I tell
copywriting
you.
money.
I
Fucking
love
hell.
it, dude. Yeah.
600.
Copywriter for hire. No, sorry, I got job.
Okay, what about you, Harith?
I would say irresponsible. Maybe that the mala hot pot I told you about. That
Okay.
I ordered from Grab. I just felt so crap after eating that. It's so oily, full of calories. I got a lot of the Chinese sausage. What are they called? Lapcheongs. I ordered three servings of that processed meat. I ate that during the day, and I had a whole day of content creation, which I'm sure you guys can relate. When you're fuzzy in the mind, it's really hard to be creative.
It's just me every day, man. Just me every day. That's why I buy 600 ringgit plants, man.
That's absolutely fucking nuts, lah. Okay, but for myself, well, actually, I've got a bit of a sales pitch today. Using the podcast to sell something.
Wow! Better be
I,
giving me a cut, huh?
I actually recently bought these.
Oh,
from,
no.
So Lucas, I've been talking about these for they're Timberlands.
Yes.
It's the 3i lug. Okay, they were on sale in Zalora, so that's why I went ahead and got them. But I consulted with our friend Tunwei before this, and he did tell me to size down half or one size. Right?
Yep.
So this is a US 8, okay, which is
right.
my size when it comes to regular like leather shoes and stuff. But this fits like a 9 or a 9.5. It's massive. Okay?
So literally you didn't listen to Tunwei lah?
No, I did. I mean, for me, normally I wear like a 9 or 8.5, right? So I kind of did size down, right? So anyway, it's a bit too big. Anybody wants some US 8 but fits like size 9s?
Shiba, just wear bigger, thicker socks lah. Don't waste.
Dude, my heels are coming out lah. Okay, if assassins were to chase me, I would die. Okay? Right? So yeah, DM me. All right, I'll give you a good price, mate's price. You know,
can sell it to Harith lah. I tell you, he likes Timberland.
There you go. Yeah, unnecessary spendings done. Harith, before you go, please plug yourself, my friend.
Hey guys, I'm the host of the Comedy Podcast. I would love to invite you to check us out at the Comedy Podcast on Spotify. You can also follow my TikTok at the Comedy Podcast. You can follow my Instagram if you're over 18. The Comedy Podcast _ if you're very woke or if you're very religious, my content is not for you. Thank you so much.
How do you filter people on Instagram when they try and follow you?
If you are clearly an ustad, I will not let you follow me. And I have a lot of those. You will be shocked.
Wow.
The people with the Jawi, their whole family there, them giving
pass
the
flag.
ceramah, pass flag,
Plus, right.
driving the Pajero.
Driving the Pajero.
I'm just like, fuck you, no, lad. Get out of here. And it's clear when someone's a kid, more or less.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
I always
You know what? That's very responsible of you, man. And power to you. And keep doing what you're doing, dude. Doing good stuff. And we really want to see you in person soon, hopefully. Okay.
Yeah, I'd love that so much.
Yeah, please come back and we'll get you a gift. We promise we'll get you a new hat. All right.
Can't wait for that. Thanks for having me on, guys.
Yeah, it was fun, man. Of course, we'll be back with you next week. So again, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's at the Fashion Week Podcast and Instagram.
Yeah, man, hit us up on Instagram. Follow us, subscribe, do whatever you want. You know, if you want us to do reels, I know we'll do you some reels, man. Definitely for you to duet or whatever these kids are doing these days.
Mm-hmm.
That's up.
Yeah. So wait, one more thing is damn, I lost my train of thought. Okay, if you're gonna listen to us on like Apple Podcasts or whatever, please give us a review or rating, and that will really help us. And
even if you say we are shit, just give us 5 stars. They don't read; they just see the stars.
Correct. All right. Yeah. So again, thanks, Harith. We will see you next time. Okay.
Thanks. See you guys.
The Fashion Week. The Fashion